first part, please, the first session will be to try to work with on some other exercises in our book. In our second session, in the second part of our class, we are going to talk about the exam, okay? So please don't ask me anything about the exam first, okay? The first part will be about the book, okay? We are going to work on the book. In the second part, you are going to, if you have any questions, you can ask me that in the second part, okay? Okay, so let's start. We are here in our book. We are on page 38. Do you remember that in our last class, we talked about the modal verbs can, could, and should. Okay, so as you remember, we said that can, could, and should are quite easy for Spanish speakers because they are very, very similar to Spanish, okay? And moreover, I don't think you are going to have big problems with can, could, and should because they are, how can we say, we don't use auxiliary, for example, when we want to use these modal verbs, okay? We don't use auxiliary. Can, could, and should is the same for everybody, for every grammatical person. I mean, for example, is the same for I can't, she can't, they can, we can't. So it's the same for everybody. And there's no auxiliary because when you want to make a negative, you just add the word not, and that is enough to make negative sentences, okay? That's why I think that we are not going to have big problem with this modal verbs, okay? Now let's continue, please. And I remember that you had to work exercise 1 and exercise 2 on page 38, okay? Of course, after a very short, after a revision, full revision of this explanation, okay? This is the explanation of how we can use or what are the cases, en qué casos se puede usar esos verbos modales, okay? And after that, after studying this section, you have to try to develop exercise 1 and 2. Okay, so we don't have, I'm sorry, I would like to let you participate, but I don't have much time, okay? Because I really need to finish here on the next page and to have time to talk about the exam, okay? So that's why I am going to tell you the answers for this exercise, for exercise 1, and you are going to check your, compare your answers and correct yourselves, ¿okay? Yo les digo las respuestas y ustedes se corrigen a sí mismos, se autocorrigen, ¿okay? Supongo, I suppose that you worked this exercise, that you are ready with your answers with this exercise, okay? So please, let's start. In number 1, we have, it says, could you spell your surname, please? This is a request. Es un pedido. El verbo could se está usando aquí, pero para hacer un pedido, okay? Could you spell your surname, please? This is a request. This sentence is the request, okay? In number 2, we have students should attend all their classes. This is a recommendation. Okay, don't forget that we use the modal verb should when we want to make recommendation and advice. Okay, so this is in number 2, we have an example of a recommendation. Okay, in number 3, please, I can't do any of these questions, they are too hard. This is ability. This is an ability. I can't do, no puedo hacer, it means, okay? They are too hard. This is an example of ability, okay? But in negative, no? In number 4, what do you have to have is you shouldn't stay up late the night before the exam. This is an advice, okay? This is an advice. In number 5, we have she could be the best candidate for the job. This is a possibility. Okay? Check your answer, please. Number 5 is a possibility. In number 6, I couldn't speak to Mr. Jones because he was in a meeting. This is a past possibility. Yeah? That is a past possibility. In number 7, can I show you what to do? Can I show you what to do? This is an offer. Okay, this is an offer. And the last one, how fast can you type? How fast can you type it? This is an ability. Okay. Here we can see an example of modal verb can, but to talk about an ability. Okay, so those are your right answers. Please check your answer, correct your mistakes, and don't forget to practice this, okay? Practice after when you are not in classes, when you have some free time, please try to practice. You can review these exercises again, okay? Now, please, let's quickly pass to the second exercise, to exercise 1, or exercise 2, please, I'm sorry, to exercise 2. In this exercise, I need your participation, okay? Please, you have to cooperate with me, telling us the correct answers, okay? In the second exercise, you have to complete these gaps. You have to complete the sentences from 1 to 6. But with one of these modal verbs, can or can't, positive or negative, could and couldn't. Okay, you have to complete all the 6 sentences with one of these options. Okay, so please, in this exercise, I really need your help. Okay, so that's why let me ask, please, don't forget that every class I am taking notes of your participation, okay? So please, if you want to get extra points, don't forget to pay attention to your names, okay? Okay, so please, can I talk with Brian Camacho? Brian, say hello, please. Very quickly, please. Rápido, tienen que ayudarme rápido, por favor, ¿ya? Si no, no me va a alcanzar el tiempo, okay? So, Brian Camacho, please. Hello, Brian. Brian.
Hello,
hello, Brian. Please, can you read your sentence 1? How did you complete, please?
Tengo problemas del audio, teacher.
A ver, trate. Vamos a ver. Si no escuchamos, yo le ayudo. Okay. Number 1, you. You can't? Yes, we are listening, Brian. Go on. Number 1.
You can smoke her.
Yes. Continue, please. Continue. If you smoke.
If you smoke, the alarm goes off.
Okay, so you say negative. Can't. No, you can't smoke here. Thank you, Brian. Thank you very much. Okay, so now please let's ask to Rodrigo Olmos. Very quickly, please, Rodrigo. Hello. Rodrigo Olmos, are you listening? Can you read, please, number 2? Okay, Rodrigo's not here. Karina Icayo, please. Karina. Say hello, please, Karina. Okay, Karina is not ready. Juan Gabriel. Juan Gabriel Centeno, please. Okay, Juan Gabriel is not ready either. Okay, is there any volunteer who's ready with his or her answers, please? Okay, please, what's your name? Sorry?
Karime.
Karime?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Karime. Okay, please read for us number 2. How did you complete number 2?
Okay, hello, teacher. I'm friend Mrs. Rodriguez. Isn't available at the moment. Call you come back later, please.
Yes, could you come back later? Yes, could. Oh, here we have two possibilities here. Can is possible too here, okay? Thank you, Karime. Can or could? Can you come back? Or could you come back? Okay, thank you, Karime. Would you try number 3 too, Karime? ¿Intentaría el número 3 también?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, please go on. Number 3.
Okay. Can you read this dossier for tomorrow? No, I'm sorry. I can't.
Yes, that's right. First, positive, can, and in the second part, can't, negative. Now, thank you, Karime. Thank you very much. A good participation. I am taking note, okay? So, who's ready with number 4 and 5, please? Thank you, Karime. Any volunteer for number 4 and 5?
Me, teacher.
Oh, what's your name? Sorry?
Inocencia.
Inocencia. Thank you very much. Inocencia. Please, number 4.
Good morning. Good morning, Johnson and Johnson. Can I help you?
Yes, that's right. Can I help you? Johnson and Johnson is a very famous business, a very famous company, no? Johnson and Johnson. Thank you. Thank you very much, Inocencia. Number 5. Mr. Jensen.
Mr. Jensen is not in. I'm sorry. At the moment. Could I take a message?
Can I? It could be better, Inocencia. Can I take a message? Cuando hacemos una oferta, recuerden, can, we use can, okay? Can I take a message? Okay, thank you very much. And Inocencia, let's finish 6 because we don't have much time today, okay? So please help us with number 6.
I can't call you because the battery of my mobile was flat.
I can't call you. It's okay, but maybe it could be better, puede ser mejor, if we use I couldn't. Okay? I couldn't. Why? Why I couldn't? Because here it says my mobile was flat. Aquí nos está ayudando que este tiempo está en pasado. Okay? My mobile was flat. So it could be better I couldn't. Okay, Inocencia? Thank you very much. So good participation for Inocencia. So students, now everybody is sure about the correct answers, okay? So, any question? Any question? Is there any question about this point, the modal verbs? Please pay attention to these sentences because don't forget that tomorrow we are going to have an exam, and of course, we are going to try some exercises with modal verbs too, okay? So now let's quickly move to our next page, okay? Now we are on page 39, okay? So now this is a reading exercise, okay? This is a reading exercise and this is connected with global communication. We are going to read an article about global communication. Don't forget that now, so we live a modern life, no? So we can solve many problems with the help of technology, no? So we can, now you know that many years ago, it was impossible to have a teleconference, for example, no? Or like today, Zoom classes, no? Zoom or classes via Zoom, no? It was impossible. All the meetings, all the reunions were personal, no? Era personal. So now, things have changed and we have a lot of opportunities with the technology. Okay, so now you're going to read this article. The first reading will be, you are going to read twice, okay, dos veces. And the first exercise that you're going to do is underline. While you are reading, you have to underline all the sentences that you can find, all the sentences where you can find a modal verb. Okay? So the first reading, I'm going to help you. I'm going to read the first time for you, and then you're going to have some minutes to read and underline your sentences. Okay? So listen to me, please. The title says Business to Business, Global Communication. Okay? Teleconferencing is a great way to connect people who work in different parts of the world. It's cheaper and quicker than face-to-face meetings, and people can communicate more informally sitting in their offices or even working from home. If you want your teleconference to be effective, you should plan it like a face-to-face meeting. First of all, find a date that is convenient for everyone. Remember the time differences and be careful to specify the local time of the virtual meeting. New York is 5 hours behind London. So, if you want to teleconference with someone in New York, the best time is probably after 2 p.m. in London. Limit the number of participants. Managing a teleconference with more than 5 people can be stressful. Before the meeting, send out the agenda so that everybody knows the topics for discussion. Send all the participants the documents for the meeting. The person who calls the meeting is usually also the moderator. Before you speak, always say your name. This is Stephanie, so that everybody knows who's saying that, what. Silent on the phone doesn't mean absence. Maybe someone is preparing a question or thinking of an answer. And here's another tip. When you are not speaking, press the mute button so that you can listen to who's talking, but the others won't hear your background noises. Okay? So now please, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to read again, and don't forget to underline all the sentences where we can find a modal verb. Okay? Can, could, should, or couldn't. Okay? So 2 minutes, please. Of course, if you have any question, you can just open your microphone and ask me. Okay? Please, 2 minutes. Okay, you have 2 minutes to read this. So, did you find any sentence with a modal verb? Who wants to participate? Did you underline any sentence in this article? Can we find examples of modal verbs here? Volunteer, please, very quickly.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please tell us. Tell us, please.
It's in the first paragraph.
Okay, yes, that's right. In the first paragraph, 1 to the third line. Now it begins at the first line.
And people can communicate more informally.
Yes, thank you very much. People can communicate more informally.
That's
okay.
Your teacher.
Second paragraph.
Okay, that is one example. Then what else? Did you find any other?
Paragraph. Let's do it. My classmate.
Yeah, okay.
He wants to participate.
Okay, let's let. Vamos a dejarle. Okay, who wants to participate in the next sentence?
Your teacher.
Okay, please. Who's speaking? Camilla?
Yes, teacher. You should plan it like a face-to-face meeting.
Yes, that's right. In the second paragraph, no, you should plan it like a face-to-face meeting. Thank you very much. So what else? Only 2 sentences? No, I think we have 2 more, okay? I think we have 2 more. So, who wants to participate? Your classmates already told you too. Okay.
Me, teacher, I'm sorry.
Okay, Delina, please. Delina, okay, go on.
Managing a teleconference with more than 5 people can be stressful.
Hey, that's right. Thank you, Delina. Can be stressful. More than 5 people can be. Puede ser, ¿no? Podría ser. Puede ser en este caso. Can be stressful. Estresante. Okay. Thank you. And there's one more, okay? In the second. Okay, please go on. In the second part, we have.
Karime.
Okay, Karime. Okay.
Press the mute button so that you can listen to who's talking.
You can listen to who's talking. Okay, thank you. So those are our examples. Now you are going to read again the article. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes more and you are going to read again. But in this occasion, you are going to try to develop exercise 6. Okay, so you are going to read the article once or twice and then try to do this. The exercise consists on, you have here the first part of a sentence and you have to choose the correct ending for this sentence. How can we end this sentence? For example, it says teleconferencing is ideal if you have option A, B, or C. Okay, so please read it again and do exercise 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 2 minutes for this. Don't forget that if you have any question, just ask me because I don't move. I always stay here in front of my computer. Okay, so don't worry. I'm going to answer immediately. Okay, 2 minutes, please. Okay, I think it's enough. Okay, so now let's check your answers. Okay, don't worry if you haven't finished because we are going to finish together. Okay, let's ask please to Elias Jose Carlos. Can you say hello? Elias Jose Carlos. Hello, Elias. Please help us to check our answers, okay? In number one, can you read please the first part of the sentence and tell us which one did you choose? A ver, ¿cómo ha hecho el ejercicio 1? El número 1. Lea la primera parte.
Teleconferencing is either A.
If. Okay, so how can we finish? With option A, B, or C?
A.
A. Finish, please. Teleconference is ideal if... Lea, por favor.
You want to work with people from different parts of the world.
Thank you very much. Very good, Elias. Thank you, okay? So now, please, any other, let's ask to Daisy Cruz, please. Number 2, Daisy. Very quickly, please. We don't have much time today, okay? Daisy, please, are you there? Okay, sorry for Daisy, okay? Fabiana Zurita.
Teacher, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Who's speaking?
Fabiana.
Fabiana, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I was right. Okay, Fabiana, please. Number 2.
When it's 2 p.m. in London, the time is New York is B.
9 a.m., okay? Thank you very much, Fabiana. Thank you very much, okay? Now, please, let's ask to Gallardo Juan Carlos. Please help us with number 3. Gallardo Juan Carlos. Hello, Gallardo Juan Carlos. Please read number 3, please.
Before anyone speak, the option B.
We are in number 3, no? Please, can you repeat number 3, please, Juan Carlos?
Before anyone speak, they should say the name of the person they want to talk to.
Okay, let's correct this, Juan Carlos. Okay, this is option C. Before anyone speaks, they should identify who they are. Okay, thank you, Juan Carlos. Aunque se equivoquen, igual yo anoto la participación, porque no estamos diciendo que hable el que tiene la respuesta correcta, ¿no es cierto? No sabemos, por eso justo estamos revisando, ¿ok? So don't worry. Okay. Now, please, number 4. Volunteer for number 4. Very quickly, please. Okay. Who was the first? Rasguido Vargas Freddy. Freddy, please. Freddy.
Press the mark button when you want to listen to what people are saying.
So option B, no? Thank you. That's right. Your partner is right. Thank you. Freddy, no?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Freddy, thank you very much. So now everybody's sure about your answers because your classmates, some of your classmates helped you to check your answers, okay? So please, let me continue. We are going to stop here in this section, the first lesson, and let's quickly move to our second lesson. Okay, today we are going to start the second lesson. Don't forget that our book, the material that we are using, is divided. The material is module by module, okay? But each module is divided in 3 lessons, okay? So today, let's quickly start with lesson 2, 4.2, business communication, okay? So in this occasion, we are going to practice some telephone dialogues, telephone conversations, okay? So this, can we say that it's not very technical? No es muy técnico, pero es muy útil, okay? Es muy útil, okay? That's why let's start. In 2 minutes, we are going to finish the first session. Don't forget, we have 5 minutes. We wait 5 minutes and then we come back. In the 5 minutes that you are disconnected, please try to do this exercise. Number 1, okay? We are going to talk about how to answer the phone, okay? Cómo contestar el teléfono. You have 14 sentences here and read sentence by sentence and decide the person whose sentence is this. ¿De quién es esta oración? Is the person who makes the call or the person who receives the call? Okay, for example, can I help you? Is our first sentence. This is a sentence of the person who receives the call. Okay, that's why next to the sentence, please write are. Okay, al ladito escríbanle are. Why are? Because this sentence belongs to the person who receives the call. Okay, or for example, can I leave him a message? In number 2, can I leave him a message? This sentence is the person who makes the call. So write a C here next to the sentence, okay? Please do this because when we come back in 5 minutes, we are going to check your answers and we are going to do exercise 2 and then we are going to stop there and I'm going to explain you the exam, okay? Please, in 1 minute. Any question? Okay, so if there's no question, I let you doing this exercise, okay?